we are all apostates. We all understand why. Well, not all of us were, Muslim at one point. I mean, all of y'all were. But I mean, you all understand why you're not Muslim now, right? You read the Quran, you go through this, you read this can't be real. There's so many things that are not evaluated in this. Yet, Islam is still the fastest growing religion on earth and is soon to eclipse Christianity as to be the dominant faith worldwide.
That's not true now. It's a different story now. The past
There's
5
another
years,
religion that's faster growing?
No. The past 5 years, no, it's not necessarily what I'm trying to say. The past 5 years, it's been a halt, a great halt, because even Muslims start to think seriously about their faith, and those who want to adopt Islam has been seeing a lot of things make them think twice before they go. 10 years ago, yes, it was moving fast because of 2 reasons: peace, well, and I could have 4 women at least. And I could have a woman that if I ask her to worship me instead of God, she would do so. That's mainly the reason.
There is some, when you get in the beginning, when you see any of those Muslim missionaries working around, there is a lot of appealing thing that they tantalize you with a carrot before your eyes. They give you some candy and stuff. They even would lie for you to become Muslims, but the moment you step in and you see the truth, you will see a different story behind it. And the truth of the matter now, there's, because of the ex-Muslim movement, we have a lot of people leaving Islam, which is something that 10 years ago was not publicly being in countries like Saudi Arabia, not publicly but privately, that there is a huge number, to a point that the clergy notice that and say, we have a big problem, that we have a lot of apostate people don't want to believe in the Islam anymore. Yet it's some of it is humane reason, because Islam goes against humanity and humanism, because the moment you think about it, there's a lot of things that goes wrong in Islam, and you have to make a lot of apologetics to fix it. And the fact that there is the interaction between the Muslim world and the West and the modern sciences have become very accessible today with the internet. Like Richard Dawkins' book, for example, The God Delusion, when it translated to Arabic, it was like tens of thousands of people in Saudi Arabia were downloading it as a PDF, because they couldn't buy it in the libraries or on bookstores. They will get it online and will read it and will start questioning a lot of things today that was not possible 10 years ago or 20 years ago are more available, more accessible. So I don't think Islam is going to eclipse. There was a study about how in like 2030 or 2050, Islam will be the dominant religion in Europe, for example. But from what we see, well, I think Islam will dissolve quickly.
Well, the reason I still thought that it might be was because just before we began recording, we had another conversation, and we were talking about how hundreds of thousands of children were molested just in France, according to a recent study that had recently come out. And of course, we get similar story of tens of thousands of children being murdered by the Catholic Church in Canada, and then all of the things that were going on with the Catholic Church in Australia. Just pick a country and look what the Catholic Church has been doing to children there, and systematically the entire religion. So now Catholicism represents just over half of all of collective Christianity. And most Christians don't accept Catholics as part of their religion anyway. So Catholicism should be having, I would think, an implosion shortly. Because how can people put up with 216,000 children for decades being molested just in that one small country? People have to reach a tolerance level where they're like, fuck them, I'm not Catholic anymore. That's got to happen very, very soon, right? I mean, how do you say, well, I'm a Catholic priest? No, I'm not the buggering kind. I mean, You introduce yourself as a Catholic priest now, people aren't going to look at you like Father Mulcahy from the old MASH TV show. No, they're going to look at you like you're some insidious bastard. So there's going to have to be some kind of implosion. That Catholicism is being rejected by Protestant Christians as not being true Christians themselves, and they're going to implode and disintegrate. So what ends up happening from that is that Catholicism would be at this moment, Christianity. Without Catholicism, Christianity would be the third or fourth largest religion. That's it. They would be behind. Islam would be dominant, and Hinduism would be the second largest religion at that point.
Let me add one more thing. I've been with the Clubhouse for the last 4 months, and I myself was pretty active on the Arabic side. Almost every other day, I put a particular heading. We discussed. I've seen dozens of those people who were true believers now in great doubt, and I've seen many that they have left Islam altogether. Okay, mainly when we expose or when we discussed what true Islam is.